I scaled my marketing agency to over $1 million per year, and in this video, I'm going to show you how we're doubling that revenue while improving our margin. Let's get right into the video. Quick background on me. My name is Jordan Hayes. I have been running a marketing agency since 2020. And before that, I was a 16-year-old kid trying to figure out how to run Facebook ads from his parents' house bedroom. And yeah, that's really how I got started. So 10 years later, here I am. And I record these videos to help other marketing agency owners discover how to grow their agencies, right? This is the information that I wish I would have had in the early days. And also my selfish reason for creating these videos is because agency owners find my content, they like what they hear, and then they start using my software, Yander, which is built and designed for marketing agencies with remote teams. This is a software that we have built out of our own need, where it allows us to keep a stronger pulse on a remote team, and as a result, keep our clients for longer. Gives you a real-time dashboard of your team members' workload, their risk of leaving the company, the engagement, collaboration by plugging into the tools that you're already using. If you're interested in that, link down below, or just come to yander.io and check it out, see if it works for your agency. So I built my marketing agency to over $1 million per year. Some proof on that actually happened. You can see like the early days, 2021, we did $12,000 per month as our peak. And eventually we grew year over year. And last year, 2025, this is our P&L. We hit a peak of 94K in a single month, and we did $1.02 million in the year, 33-ish% margin. And we are scaling to 2 million per year. And we're doing that by having at least a 40% margin. So we're doubling the revenue and also increasing the margin by quite a bit as well. So how are we doing that? First of all, services. So last year, we were offering Meta ads, Google ads, CRO, website management, email marketing. Why? Because I thought it would make me more money. And in the short term, it did. But in the long term, it began to add much more headache. We had to hire more individual roles to fulfill these services. Someone would be unhappy with our CRO, and then it would affect what we're actually doing well on Meta ads or email marketing. Like we just basically looked at these services and said, as a company our size, we're a very small company, and the team that we have, and not a ton of clients, like let's just focus on what we're the best at. So what are we the best at? And that turned out to be Meta ads and email marketing. And within Meta ads, we do the media buying, but we also do the ad creatives. Email marketing, we do SMS as well. It's more retention marketing with lifetime value strategy, all that stuff. So these are the two services. We basically went from offering 5 different things to 2 different things. And trust me, it was an amazing move. And with that, the team is reduced from a team of 24, 13 full-time, 11 contractors, to a team of 19, 11 full-time, 9 contractors. So we've been able to reduce the team size, which has freed up more margin, and just made things just a lot more easier to handle because we don't need to hire for a bunch of different roles like a strategist and a web developer and all these different positions. We can just keep it streamlined to the 2 services that we're delivering. So how do we actually manage this team? And that's just one of the big things that we're doing now in terms of actually being able to scale, is figuring out like what is the best way to actually manage a remote team that makes things simple and work even as you double the business. Yander, I already introduced you guys to Yander, which is basically the software that I built myself for my marketing agency alongside a co-founder of mine who also runs a marketing agency and found the same thing. Everyone who's tried this so far has been extremely pleased with the results. So you can just plug Yander into your marketing agency and see what insights it gives you on your team. You might be surprised with the outcome. So that's yander.io. A few different things here that I've learned over the years and that we've really dialed in over the last few months. All full-time employees have a bonus incentive tied to client performance KPIs. This is important because it aligns the incentives that I have to grow the agency and make it more profitable with the incentives of the employees who also want to make more money. But they make more money when our clients make more money. And as a result, we make more money. So it's a win-win-win. You're aligning everyone on the same page. Everyone is moving in that direction. And this is like such a simple thing, but it took me a while to actually dial this in. And there's so many businesses out there that don't do this, but it makes a lot of sense. Okay, if you make it work for your margins, and again, we do performance-based deals with our clients. So if our team is getting a cut of those performance-based deals and we have like a net margin that we have in mind, we can keep in mind that our like the worst case scenario, we achieve this margin and it still works for us. You just have to run the numbers and make sure that things will check out if things were not to go the way you expected or they were to go the way you expected. Next thing I do is I have monthly one-to-one calls with full-time employees. This is something that I've been doing for over a year, and basically everyone is full-time. I speak with them one-on-one, 30 minutes every month. And yes, it takes time. 9 people full-time takes 4.5 hours every month, but that 4.5 hour investment is very worth it. Like the appreciation of that time from my full-time employees is seen, and like it's seen in the work. And it also allows me to show appreciation, give some feedback one-to-one time, and just keep a pulse on the team as well. And then I have weekly check-in calls with my department leaders. So the way our team is structured is we have 2 department leaders who manage, each of our services. They oversee the team. They introduce new systems. They make sure the clients are happy. They identify when we need to hire, when we maybe need to fire. Like they basically run the departments for me. And I have weekly check-in calls with them just to make sure that everything is running as it should, and also hold them accountable to what they're doing as well. So that's on the team management side. Now, client acquisition. I built my own YouTube channel, separate to this one, of course, like, I'm watching the same YouTube channel, but it is the same person. This is a YouTube channel that I use to get agency clients. I create videos around e-commerce, and we get leads that come through, they book a call with me, and then they convert into clients. We're closing in on 5K subscribers, and we have 290 videos, which is quite a lot of videos for, over the course of, I'd say most of those videos were done last year. The rest were done over like a long tail over a few years, but we really went hard on it, and we've seen, the impact of that. This channel alone generated probably about $150,000 to $200,000 in revenue last year for us. The rest of the revenue we made came through existing clients and clients that came through other means. And I started a separate channel with Dan, my head of retention marketing. And this one is early on in its growth. We're closing in on 100 subscribers. We've done 69 videos already, and this just started last year. But you can see here that Dan creates most of the videos. I pop in every now and then, create videos around email marketing, but we're separating these out so that we have specific lead flow coming in through this channel, which is more for like ad creative, meta ad stuff, and this one, which is just for email marketing. And we post 3 YouTube videos per week on each channel, and we're doubling down on this. And personal brand is the way I would go. Like it's the way we're going to continue scaling, because it compounds and it's really an asset. People come to us on the call already pre-sold that they want to work with us. Whereas if you're getting leads from paid ads or cold email, like they're shopping around, and you're putting this like the same category as everyone else, and it's just not a good place to be. So you definitely want to be leaning into personal brand. Choose one platform, stick with it for 12 months. And for now, like for instance, we're doing well here. We're probably going to branch out to LinkedIn, start doing well there, then go to X, Instagram. Like we're just going to one by one, and you just get more distribution as well. So that's just another way we're going about it to increase client acquisition and keep that lead flow high quality, and as we continue scale revenue. Now, revenue growth. So the way that we actually grow our revenue is, yes, we can add more clients, but on our meta ad service, we're not always actively adding new clients. Like we'd rather have 6 or 7 clients, which, we have now. We have these performance fee structures where we get paid more if the clients scale on target, and we just focus on scaling those clients, because if we go out and get more clients, it's kind of a distraction. If we have high growth potential brands on our roster already, then why not just focus on those? And that's what we're doing. On the email marketing side, we are looking to add more clients, just because that growth potential for each client is not as high, because email marketing is not as a growth oriented service as meta ads. With meta ads, you can scale ad spend to like 500K a month, $1 million a month. With email, like you're limited to the list size and limited to the website traffic that's coming through on your flows. It is a revenue oriented service, but just doesn't have that upside potential that, something like meta ads has. So the way that we grow is, yes, we have base retainers plus performance upside, but we want to double our current client count to about 16 to 18 clients total. So that's just how we plan to grow with both of those services. And it shows you can grow to 2 million a year just with one service. I know agencies that are doing 10 million a year with one service. Like you don't need to have a bunch of different services, but it's just what we found that works best for us, and the team is already built for it. So we're just continuing to go down that line of this structure. And as we continue growing, we may add more team members, but a lot of it is going to be AI driven. We're leaning into AI content creation, creating static ads, email copy, email strategy with AI. And it's not about replacing people. It's about what can we do with the same amount of people that we have, but how can we get like twice the output from them? And this is not so much about replacing people, but it's more about, with the same people, how can we get more leverage on their time? How can we double the output? If we can do that, we'll be able to add more clients and not have to hire team members. Maybe add a few here and there to support, but ultimately we're leaning into AI systems and processes, which is, something else that's really, really important moving forward, that's going to allow marketing agencies like ours, like yours as well, to scale much faster. And the faster you can get AI to do things for you, like with Claude Code, and get more sophisticated with agents, it's going to really, really benefit you. I know some agencies that have cut their workforce in half because they're using AI. For us, we're probably going to cut our workforce in half. We're just going to double our output and be able to achieve more capacity. So that's it for this video. This is how I plan to double our agency revenue. And hopefully a lot of these things are insights that you can apply to your marketing agency as well. If you have a remote team and you want a stronger pulse on your remote team, come to Yanda.io, check us out, plug this into your marketing agency, try it for free, see what insights it gives you. Yeah, you might discover something that surprises you about your team. That's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.